Yeah, I find Ethel hilarious. She's like a really terrible person, but she is, I think recognizably human. And so there are, because I'm rebooting the book every 60 pages, I can have a much bigger cast and have different people's relationships to slavery. And so you met the Randalls, who were slave masters, obviously invested. That's their livelihood, and they're going to fight tooth and nail to keep it in place. There are people in the North, abolitionists, who are trying to end slavery, and those are two examples of white Americans. And then there are people like Ethel, who her husband accidentally becomes a station master on the Underground Railroad, and she basically doesn't care about slavery at all. And I think in the same way that our lives are pretty busy, and we're not necessarily up till 3 a.m. thinking about Syrian refugees or the homeless people on the other side of town. A lot of people just didn't give a shit about slavery and didn't think about it. Their lives are busy enough, and they're not on one side or the other. They just have no opinion, it doesn't affect them, and so why do they think about it? And I think having this bigger cast allowed me to have people like Ethel in there. And there are the short biographical chapters. Ethel gets hers. And all along I was I had the main thread of Cora mapped out. Different characters were always, I guess, auditioning for their own 6-page chapter. And so do I give Martin, her husband, 6 pages, or Ethel? I just seen Ethel as someone a woman stymied by what a woman can do in 1820s America, who want things in her life, is very frustrated, is indifferent to slavery just because she doesn't really care. Also becomes a voice for an interpretation of the Bible that allows for slavery. You could interpret the Bible as being pro or anti-slavery depending on how you twist the words. And so the side characters become a way to just enlarge the conversation the book is having.